So we recently just got back from our first group cruise on MSC. Matter of fact, it was our first group cruise, period, on any cruise line, but it definitely won't be our last.
In today's video, we're going to tell you all about that group cruise that we just finished, that awesome inaugural cruise. We're going to tell you our favorite things about it, especially about group cruising together. And then stick around to the end because we're going to let you know about the next group cruise that we already have planned for you.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael.
And I'm Tiffany.
And welcome back to all of our awesome community. But if you're brand new here, thanks for stopping by. Smash that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. Just real quickly, Tiffany and I, we're just a couple of empty nesters who decided to go ahead and buy our pre-retirement, now someone's retirement home here in the Villages, Florida, a little over a year ago. And we've been documenting and sharing our experiences and our expenses with you here on YouTube and also over on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, go over and check that out. One thing that Tiffany and I have really discovered about ourselves, and one of the reasons why we moved to the Villages in Central Florida specifically, is because we love to travel. We love theme parks, we love road trips, and we've recently discovered that we really love cruising. And it's very, very easy to cruise based out of the Villages here. We just got back off of the MSC Seashore. Say that fast 3 times. And as a matter of fact, it was our 3rd time sailing on the seashore in the last 5 months. Tiffany and I, before this group cruise, we actually did 2 individual cruises or solo cruises just by ourselves. So we actually have an awesome video of that previous cruise, and you can go check that out. There's a link in the description below.
This cruise, this group cruise, was for our awesome community.
Yep.
And we had people that live in the Villages, people that just moved to the Villages, people that don't live in the Villages but want to live in the Villages, and some that just bought a house and are moving in 2 weeks. So it was a great group for our inaugural awesome cruise. So we had an awesome time.
Absolutely.
And this was a 4-night cruise on MSC Seashore out of Port Canaveral. It is so easy to get to Port Canaveral from the Villages, and MSC, the terminal, it's Terminal 10, and there's parking directly across the street from the terminal. It's very easy.
Yep.
You don't have to do a whole lot of work to get on your cruise, which is great because you're going to relax. So we boarded, and this was a unique cruise as well for us, not just our first group cruise, but the first time we've ever cruised with my parents. So my parents are brand new villagers. They had just finished moving in, like on Friday.
Literally the days before we left,
And so they were ready for some rest and relaxation too. So we all boarded the cruise ship together, and we found that the main dining room was open for lunch, as well as the buffet. But we decided to head to the main dining room so we got a window seat, so we could look at the ocean and everything going on in port and have a nice relaxing lunch to kick off our cruise.
Actually, there wasn't much going on in port that day. We were the only cruise ship that was actually docked there that day. The previous cruises, you could always see the Disney cruise ship or some of the other cruise lines. We were literally the only ship in port that day until we left later on that evening for the sail-away party.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yep.
But nice.
But very nice, yeah.
Then it was time. So one of the things we love about MSC doing group cruises there is they give you some meeting space. So we were able to hold kind of a cocktail party meet and greet for everybody, so they could meet each other and we could meet them if we didn't know them already. And that was a fun time. Was had by all.
Yeah, because the previous cruise that Tiffany and I had been on, we got upgraded and got status matched to Diamond. So the previous cruise that we were on, we got a special invitation to go meet the captain and the senior officers of the ship in this, what was the name of the room again?
Uptown Lounge.
Uptown Lounge, just back there, back on the back part of the ship, back there behind all the specialty restaurants. So the last time we were on there, I put a picture of Tiffany and I with the actual same captain of the ship. And so that was pretty awesome and pretty nice. So yeah, that was one of the perks and privileges of being able to form this group. They actually gave us that exact same room. It was just 17, 18 of us in there. And it was a very, very nice space for us to kind of get acclimated, get to know each other. Some folks, we were seeing you for the second, third time, but for some of you, it was the first time we were actually able to meet face to face.
That's right. So we had a good time getting to know each other and having some cocktails and toasting, the beginning of our trip together. and we handed out some swag bags
Yep.
to everybody, so you could spot each other on the ship as well.
So we changed up our Michael and Tiffany logo. Instead of saying Michael and Tiffany, check that out, it says Awesome, Awesome. So this was our inaugural Awesome cruise, and inside the swag bag, we had our own koozies for everybody. We had a special pin made up as well, so folks could put that on their lanyard. We had some different types of stickers as well too. You want to show them the stickers you got there?
Yep, so we have like a glitter one and a regular one.
And then we gave everybody one of these ginormous, not too ginormous, but there you go. We gave them an awesome magnet so they could stick on the outside of their cabin door. Actually, can't put the door's not magnetic. We put it right there in the walls so everybody would, number one, know how to spot their cabin when you're walking down all the hallways. And then since we were all cruising together as a group, we kind of knew where everybody was. These things were pretty darn popular. They were so darn popular, to be honest with you, that pretty much every single one of them got stolen during our cruise. And we were kind of a little bummed out about that, but one of our awesome group cruise members said, you know what, those folks just need a little bit more awesome in their life. So if you were in the MSC Seashore with us and you swipe these off our doors, hope you get some more awesome in your life. And we have a Venmo link below. You can just Venmo me $5 per magnet that you stole from us there.
You're a mess.
I am.
So then it was time for the sail away party, and some of us went up on the deck for the sail away party. Some went to their balconies to watch the sail away from their balconies, and that was awesome.
Yep.
And perfect weather.
Yeah, that was one of the favorite things about this cruise was, we've cruised several times and we've cruised in good weather, bad weather, but we'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. One of the favorite things about this group cruise was perfect weather. The week before that we left, we were watching the weather forecast, and it is hurricane season, and so we were a little nervous, were there going to be tropical storms or hurricanes? And so about a week leading up to the cruise, the weather forecast said, Port Canaveral, the Bahamas, all that was going to have a lot of rain. But luckily, literally 24, 48 hours beforehand, the weather forecast shifted, and we just had perfect awesome weather the entire cruise, from the day we left all the way till the day we got back. It was actually one of the smoothest seas that we've ever been on, right?
We didn't even know we were moving half the time. We had to go and look out at the water to see if we were actually moving.
Yep.
So that was very nice. And then we had dinner in the main dining room that night. Some people made specialty restaurant reservations that are extra. Everything else was included in our group cruise price, so that was nice. We had the premium drink package.
Yep.
We had Wi-Fi. Gratuities were included, so
all the port fees, everything.
All the port fees, taxes. So no surprises, and you didn't need to spend any extra money if you didn't want to.
Yeah, it made it very easy for everybody just to kind of rest, relax, unwind, not really thinking about it. But yes, a few of us did do the specialty dinners. We did one night, which we'll tell you about. Tiffany's parents did it a couple of nights, and some of the other folks did it 1 or 2 nights as well too. On the opening night or the sell-away night, they usually have some type of discount they'll have in the MSC app. So it's usually $5 per person cheaper if you want to go in the specialty restaurants.
So good first day. Everyone was tired. And so we all got a good night's sleep. And the next morning we woke up and we were sailing into Nassau, Bahamas.
So normally we do not get off the ship in Nassau. We've been to Nassau many, many times. And a little insider tip for you, that's a great day to actually stay on the ship and enjoy all the amenities, a lot less crowded, while everybody else gets off the ship. But since we were in a group cruise, a few folks did book an excursion, which is pretty darn awesome. We'll share with you here in just a minute. And then what did the rest of us do?
We walked around.
What time will be back?
5:30 is the last call, is what you said? Okay. Who's ready?
Ready? Ready?
You
All right.
follow the leader. You're in charge.
We gotta walk all the way down the pier first.
All right. Oh, there she is. I was like, where's Lana? There she is. I'm doing a buddy check. Make sure it's recording. Get the red light on. It is? All right.
Are we all in?
We're all in. All right, on three. Awesome, awesome. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
So we got off and we thought it'd be better in a group.
Yep.
To walk around in a group. They have redone the port.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you have not been to Nassau in the past year and a half, they have redone the port area within the fence. So there's a fence and it's very nicely done and brand new.
So you got some shopping there, you get a little bit of restaurants and stuff like that, but they don't haggle on anything there. Matter of fact, some of the vendors there say, we don't haggle, don't even try, basically, right?
Because they're paying that fee to be in those
Inside,
gates.
yep, exactly.
So we walked outside of the gates and we walked up and down the streets. We went to Parliament Square and saw a couple other things. Wow.
Right.
There's a Starbucks. Okay. Where are we at? The Black Pearl, heck yeah.
And then we had to stop by the famous straw market.
If you like it, you just buy it. Okay?
Be careful.
Guys, wait. I'll give you to go, ma'am. Thank you. Are you on the boys? Ma'am, I'm giving it one to go for the eye. Oh, that's okay.
This place was humongous.
Yep, and so many different vendors in there and just packed from floor to ceiling and aisle to aisle. And a lot of folks even had signs, you break it, you bought it. So be careful walking up and down those aisles. Sometimes they kind of put stuff out there on purpose, I think, so you'll accidentally trip over it. But yeah, like you said earlier, it's definitely better to travel in groups because when you walk around in Nassau, you can't walk more than 5 or 10 feet without somebody asking you, do you want a cab? Do you want to take a tour? Do you want this or do you want that? And even with us walking our large group together, they still constantly bombarded us trying to give us free samples of this, that, and the other. So our recommendation is just smile and say no thank you and just kind of keep on walking until you want to get to your destination. But yeah, as soon as we walked in, folks started shopping and started haggling, and Tiffany and a lot of the other ladies on our trip actually ended up buying a couple of things, right?
That's right. Hats, handbags, some earrings, things like that. So it was a lot of fun. And like I said, haggle. It was fun. It was just fun to walk around and see it and meet the people. So they were very nice.
Oh yeah, very, very pleasant. Folks are very, very proud of their island, and maybe next time we'll do a different excursion or a different tour. So we walked all the way down that side, then we came back the other side of the street, and then they had oh wow, that's cool. Wow. Glad you pointed that out. I didn't even pay attention because we walked up to it from the other side. I didn't even pay attention to it. Oh, look at these coming out up here. Look, wow. Oh, wow. complex place. They had a Crocs store. They had some other name brand stuff as well too.
Your Diamonds International, you know it's a port. It has Diamonds International. We stopped at the Pandora store as well. And then we were going to get lunch, but we decided, hey, lunch is free back on the ship, and so are the drinks.
That's right.
So let's head back. Everybody agreed, and everybody headed back to the ship.
We had been there, done that, got the t-shirt and hat.
Yeah.
Literally, it was time to get back on the ship, right?
That's right. So then the rest of the day, everybody just kind of did their own thing. We
Just
did
chilled out.
have some that went on their own excursion through the cruise line, and it was so fun to hear them come back and talk about it. And they did Blue Lagoon, and they did the dolphin excursion at Blue Lagoon. There's multiple different excursions that you can do at Blue Lagoon. It's kind of a private beach club. They came back and said it was the best excursion they've ever done. And they've cruised before and done a lot of other excursions like the stingrays and the manatees and things like that. And they said this one was one of their absolute favorites. So maybe we'll check it out next time.
Yeah, it was fun just to watch them explain their whole day. You could just see the joy in their face and so we'll definitely check it out on our next cruise.
Yeah.
If we do decide to get off the ship in Nassau.
If we get off the ship again, yeah.
So then what do we do after that? We all kind of we went to our specialty restaurant that night. That was our specialty night. So one of the awesome things, again, if you get status matched to Diamond is you get one specialty dinner for free. And so we chose to go to Butcher's Cut. That's probably our favorite restaurant, specialty restaurant on the MSC Seashore, or I guess on any of the MSC cruises.
I think they have it on most of the ships.
And the ironic thing was, I think our dinner time was 5:45 p.m. and Tiffany's parents had bought the 2-night thing, and their reservation was for 6 p.m. So Tiffany already got in there and got seated and had a nice little table. We were already, had our, appetizers and a glass of wine before they actually walked in, and they came over to say hello. And I said, wow, they'll let anybody in here, won't they? So they set them in a nice little seat, not next to us, but away from us, and they enjoyed their dinner. And then we stopped and chatted with them. Once we finished up our meal, we went to one of our favorite places on the cruise ship to kind of chill and relax after dinner, have a little cocktail, have a little beverage. And the rest of the folks, we didn't know where they were at. We were assuming they were all at the main dining room. So one of the cool things about the MSC app is you can create group chats, right?
Yep.
And so we had set up a group chat on there, and we told everybody, hey, we're having a nightcap back here at, I can't remember the name of that bar.
It just says Cocktail Lounge.
Yeah.
It's in front of the teppanyaki restaurant.
And they have some unique drinks that you can only get back there. That's the awesome thing. The unawesome thing is they're not open during the day. They only open at 5:30, basically to serve those specialty restaurants back there.
Yeah.
So we sent out a group chat, and basically everybody showed up for our nightly nightcap, and we could all sit there and kind of talk about our day and get to know each other a little bit better.
That's right. That was fun. And you don't need the Wi-Fi package to be able to do the group chat feature on your app.
So the next day was probably our favorite day of not only this group cruise, but any cruise that we've been on MSC. And that's because we had an awesome day at Ocean Cay, which is MSC's private island. And we absolutely love this island. It's probably the number one reason why we've been on this same cruise ship 3 times over the last 5 months. If you've been there, you know. And the neat thing is, over these previous 3 cruises, they keep improving and doing new things and adding new structures and new amenities to Ocean Cay. So some of us got off the ship really, really early that morning so we can go out and scout out the perfect spot. You do have chairs and umbrellas and clamshells that you can rent. But Tiffany and I, we're a little frugal. We're all about value. They had planted I think 5,000 palm trees over the last how many years. So if you get up early, you can go find you a nice palm tree, drag you some of those, the free lounge chairs up to the shade of the palm tree. But then we also brought, this time on the cruise, we brought our big ginormous, what's called a Sun Ninja. We got a 10 by 10 Sun Ninja, which you can kind of stretch out and spread out and give you a little bit of extra shade. I do have a link below in the description to our Amazon shop. So if you're wondering what it is, go check out our Amazon shop. We've had ours now for almost 5 years, and it still looks basically brand new. So yeah, we scouted out a perfect little place over there. What was the beach that we were on?
South Beach.
So we like that area because it has a little lagoon over there where you can go kind of wade in the water and just kind of cool off. So yeah, we had between one of the cabanas that you could actually buy and rent.
Yeah.
So we were between that and another couple of little cluster palm trees, and we drug enough chairs for our entire group. They didn't have to join us, but we did have it if they wanted to. And pretty much everybody showed up,
yeah.
right? But this is kind of our little favorite spot because Tiffany has it strategically located between a lot of different things, right?
It is perfectly located, triangulated between a restroom I guess it's not triangle because it's multiple things. A restroom, the buffet, the boho buffet, which is the smaller buffet that we like because it's less crowded, a large bar.
Yep.
And because your drink package works on the island.
Nice.
And the lagoon
There
and
you
the
go.
beach.
There you go.
It's got everything. And what we found really nice was everybody did show up and we had a great time relaxing. We floated and talked out in the lagoon. Sometimes it was 4 of us, sometimes it was all of us.
And then when we got a little thirsty, we just kind of waded up to one of the bars or got out and walked to the bar and brought back drinks for the entire group, right?
That's right, that's right. And then some went and did a little snorkeling because there's multiple beaches. There's like 8 or 9 beaches on this private island. So it's also very convenient for you to then go explore different parts of the island. So it was a really fun day, best day.
We might have got a little burnt that day, right?
Might have, maybe I'm tan now, so.
But we put on a lot of sunscreen, and you bought the special reef sunscreen, all that kind of stuff too. So we had on there, but we had these really cheap floats too. Another little insider tip. So instead of spending all that money to rent a float from them, you can buy a nice little cheap float off of Amazon. And we bought a little 3-pack floats. They pack up nice and neat in your suitcase, and they're inflatable, and then save you a little bit of money there. And Tiffany said, "Are you going to throw these things away?" I'm like, "No, these things are too nice. They actually work really well." So I was able to compress them back down and bring them back for our next cruise. But they are cheap enough that if you want to dispose of them afterwards, it's actually cheaper than renting the floats there. So, but yeah, we did that. We ate lunch there, and then we hung out for a long time. And then some folks stay on the island. Tiffany and I, we went and got back on the ship. Very easy to get on the ship. Just be careful you're getting on the ship. Depending on which one of the what do you call it? The ramps that they have for you to go in. Some of them are a regular ramp that you just a flattened, nice ramp that comes out. There's one though that kind of has steps, and then you go on the flat part. Be careful on the ones that has steps and don't trip on that. So
especially
just be really,
if you're
really
wearing
careful.
flip-flops. What was nice is we thought we'd be leaving around 6 o'clock or so from the island.
Totally forgot about that.
But we actually didn't take off until midnight.
Yep.
And so you could stay on the island. They had the beach party as well. Everybody kind of was on their own for dinner. Some ate in the dining room. Some were tired. Some just went to the buffet. But we got together. It was tropical night.
Well, before the tropical night, though, you said about on the island. You said they had the disco on the island, and then they also, what do they have on the island that night?
Oh, they have a awesome light show on the lighthouse.
That's right.
So they have a nice lighthouse there, and they have a light show, and they do it twice. So if you missed it the first time.
That was a nice surprise because the last time on our previous cruise, we did an overnight stay. So we did an overnight stay where the ship stayed there and docked, and we got to get off the ship the next morning as well. So we knew we were going to get the lighthouse show. We didn't know that we were going to get it on this one, so we assumed that we were going to be leaving earlier. Next time, we just need to check the app right before we do and see that. There's somebody in our group that let us know about that. So that's pretty impressive. If you haven't seen that lighthouse light show, that's another highlight for you as well, too. So then later on that night, you said it was tropical night, right?
It was tropical night, so the theme nights were fun. I think tropical night's the one that we all dressed up for the most.
Yep.
And we met up for a nightcap in the Brooklyn Cafe, which is a great, at night, it's adults only. During the day, it's a coffee shop, coffees and smoothies that are included in your drink package.
That's right. And one of our members of our group cruise said they've been looking for a mudslide all week. I said, hey, this was earlier in the day. I said, you need to go check out the Brooklyn Cafe.
Yep.
And sure enough, they can make them a mudslide there. It's the only place on the ship that they'll make you a mudslide.
Right, because they brew the coffee there.
Yeah.
So.
But tropical night, some people go all out, and I thought I was going all out, decked from head to toe, had a matching tropical outfit, and thought I was going to be the one that was going to be really the most audacious until this other awesome member of our group, they showed up. You want to tell them what their tropical theme was?
So you'll see it in the picture here, but Troy and Felicia, we're going to say you won Tropical Night.
That's right.
So they had Hawaiian shirts on that they had made with Michael and I's photos on them.
All over
All over them.
And they totally surprised us and shocked us. And
we had no idea. That was so fun.
It was fun and very, very surreal to see our faces on a Hawaiian shirt. Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun.
Yep. So thanks for doing that. It was a fun little surprise for us there. So a couple of reasons why the Brooklyn Cafe is one of our favorite spots in the evening is, number one, they kick all the kids and teenagers out. No teenagers allowed after I think like 6 o'clock or something like that. And then they have a great jazz quartet playing there sometimes, and they are phenomenal. This group, we've seen them on the previous couple of cruises that we've been on, and they're a very, very tight group. You can tell they've been playing together for a long, long time. And they typically just play all the jazz standards, which are excellent. But this night, totally, out of nowhere, while we were sitting there having this conversation with everybody, they broke into a special song that I'll put some video up right now, and I'll pause for dramatic effect. And that was, they started singing Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. Totally blew my mind, and that was an awesome, awesome little highlight of the evening. All right, that was awesome right there. Let me tell you what, that was awesome.
So we had fun. You can tell that we all had fun.
Yep.
And it was great. And so the next day, day 4 was a day at sea, and everybody was recuperating from the island the day before. Everybody just kind of did their own thing. It was nice and relaxing. But we did meet up for a scavenger hunt around the ship. And that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being such good sports. It was guys against the girls.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
And the guys did win, but as soon as they got back, one of them said, "My wife's going to say we cheated." And as soon as the girls got back, she goes, "They cheated."
Awesome.
They lied.
Oh, your people have to be here. They're coming.
Where's your orange cocktail?
See, she got the, I told you.
Oh yeah, that was the rule. You're supposed to bring me back an orange cocktail.
She wants to see the orange cocktail.
You want to see?
But it was a lot of fun, and just a time to be together on that last day. And then we all ate in the main dining room together. For one last chance to see each other before we had to disembark the next morning.
Yeah, and then we went back to our rooms and started packing up because we had to get our suitcases out the hallway by 11 p.m. So we did that. So we had an awesome time of the cruise. Now let's talk about some of our favorite things about this group cruise. We already told you the weather was awesome. Couldn't ask for better weather. That was one of our favorite things. We already told you how much we love Ocean Cay. That's phenomenal. What we haven't talked about, though, is the ship itself. We really love the MSC Seashore. We just like the theming of it. You know, it's a little less, cartoonish or, outrageous over the top. It's a little bit more upscale. It's a little bit more, made for adults, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful ship. They have their spiral staircases with the, how do you pronounce that?
Swarovski.
Crystal stair steps, which I think are $40,000 per each step. And the main atrium is just beautiful. And they have, live music in there every single night. They have all their theme nights, like Tropical Night. The White Night Party is always, always fun. They'll usually kick it off right there in the main atrium with everybody, all dressed in white from the floor on each of the different levels of the ship. And they have some kind of little dance party and give away some prizes, or dance contest, give away some prizes before they go up on deck and do that. So yeah, just good theming. The ship is beautiful. The customer service has been awesome and phenomenal, from our, I guess you'd call them our cabin steward, to our waiters, to the bar staff, to all of the people that we met on the ship. And so we just absolutely love the ship. But our favorite thing about this group cruise, well, there's two things, right?
Two things, yeah.
What were they?
So the first thing was the opportunity that we got to get to know some of you even better. Having those one-on-one conversations, not just through comments on YouTube or Facebook. We get to know you a little bit through that, but just really be able to make those personal connections with you, learn about your life and your dreams. You learning about ours, maybe too much. If you get Michael on a one-on-one, he'll tell you his entire life, and you're there all night. But
because a lot of you come up and tell us, like, we know everything about you. We feel like we know you and all this kind of stuff, that's a great, huge compliment. So it is nice for us to really, truly, we love connecting with you through the comments and through emails and stuff like that. But literally having that face-to-face interaction was one of the highlights for us. So thank you, everybody that was on this cruise. You were awesome. You were what made this group great. We could not have asked for a better group of people, right?
No, because that's number 2.
Yeah, that's number 2. Yep, go ahead. Well, what is it then? Tell them.
Number 2 was the awesome group that we had.
Yep.
So you never know with a group, right? With synergy and dynamics and things like that. We just had the most awesome, we're calling them our OG AACC.
There you go.
Our OG Awesome Cruise crew.
There you go.
It was great to see you make new friendships. Everybody made new friendships. You tried new things. We rotated at dinner so you could get to meet other people as well. And so we had some of our people playing in some of the casino tournaments, and so we'd put out a group chat and everybody go cheer them on.
Because 2 folks in our they participated. One did the slots tournament. It was a $40 buy-in for the slots tournament, and then one did the blackjack tournament, which is a $40 buy-in. And so a lot of the folks that are on this cruise with us had cruised even more than we had.
Yeah.
And one of the couples, like, they get comped all the time for free on another cruise line, right?
Yep.
Because they do like to gamble and stuff like that. But I forgot, this was everybody's first time on MSC, with the exception of us, right?
Yes, everybody in the awesome group, it was their first time on MSC.
And they had a lot of fun. But yeah, so Tiffany sent that out because we had the one person that played in the blackjack tournament, Andy. Guess what? She won the whole darn thing, right?
Yep.
So congratulations to Andy. And then one of the folks played the slots tournament and came in 3rd, right?
Yep, so congratulations, Joanne.
There you go.
That was a lot of fun. So everything everybody did, everybody was just so supportive and so nice, and made sure if you wanted to do something that you had people to hang out with, or you could just go do your own thing and rest and relax. So it was a great group and a great time.
So thank you very much for making this awesome, awesome cruise so darn special. So
Yes.
we got back, we rested, we recuperated, we had ship lag, and once we recuperated, said, you know what? That was so much fun. We need to book some more of these group cruises, right?
Yes, so our next group cruise, a lot of you have even said, like on the last video, like, how do we go on another group cruise with you? Or how do we go on your next group cruise? So our next group cruise is going to be celebrating Michael
And Tiffany.
and me turning 55 and being legal in the villages. And
Yeah,
so
we literally both turned 55 in about 6 months from now.
Yeah.
So after the first of the year, once we both turn 55, we're going to go celebrate being legal here in the villages, technically, right?
That's right. So we have our awesome birthday cruise, our ABC cruise. A lot of you suggested Norwegian as a cruise line to try.
Yep.
So we're like, okay, we'll try it. So we'll be on the Norwegian Joy for 7 nights, and we're calling this like Island Paradise.
There you go.
Because it is going to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. It's going to St. Thomas. It's going to Tortola, British Virgin Islands. And then we're ending it a day on Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian's private island.
Yeah, the ironic thing when we were on the ship, they had the television there for you. It only has a couple of channels that you can watch, but they were running in MSC cruise ship. They were running all these ads for Norwegian and their island. Like, that looks like a lot of fun. Let's go do that. And so this group cruise, it's going to be an all-inclusive as well too, right?
Yes. So all the details will tell you what is included in the price.
There you go. So check the description below or go to our website at michaelandtiffany.com. We'll have a link there if you want to get signed up with all the details. And hopefully you can join us on our next awesome birthday cruise and celebrate with us and then meet some other awesome people as well too. But that's not going to be our only group cruise. We're going to have some more group cruises. We're going to have some land excursions. We're going to have a lot of theme park meetups that we've been talking about too. So if you haven't done so by now, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. But then make sure you go over and sign up on our website for our newsletter, which Tiffany puts out at least once a month. And then we have a special form if you want to fill out to be notified about any of our future group meetups, group cruises, or any other type of shenanigans that we can kind of get ourselves into, right?
That's right. And you don't have to live in the villages.
That's right.
There's only one requirement, and that is to be awesome.
There you go. Simple enough, right?
That's right.
So thanks again for everybody that was on this inaugural group cruise with us. We've made some lifelong friends, and we can't wait to see you again around here in the villages or hopefully on a future group cruise with us. And for everybody else that didn't join us, FOMO, don't miss out. Be part of our next awesome, awesome group cruise. Cheers, everybody. These also make awesome, awesome passport holders. Check that out. Very easy to find and keep secure in your bag there.